California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Cal Golden Bears. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon State head coach before the game. He has been motivating his team all week, telling them, you are just as good as this ACC opponent. They've got upset on their mind, and the players told me they want to be the best version of themselves. They believe they belong on this field, and they can play with the best of the best. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Golden Bears will kick off first, and here we go. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. The give on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Quickly out to the tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Nolan. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Beavers will have it first and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Hatcher. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Beavers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third and 3. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Shoots his way for more. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cal. The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Escapes the pressure going right. Finds the tight end. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Gets the back moving. Makes a grab and room to run. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Murphy. That's reeled in, it's Hatcher. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Running inside, it's Hatcher. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Here comes the two-point try. They'll go to the air. Tosses it incomplete.
And these decisions, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got a man, it's Thomas. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Golden Bear. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Going with the counter play here. Shakes off the defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fires to the big fella. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Oh, it's a reverse. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, it's Hatcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Snap in the shotgun. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The hurdle and still on his feet. There he goes. The 30, the 20, 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's McMillan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Pucks it out of the air. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Using his legs to buy some time. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sangapolitelli from the gun on third down. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Fourth down, Sangapolitelli. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Up and ready to kick off this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He's into the open down the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Cal. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock. On
to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's McMillan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. To the air, it's Murphy. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Finds his big tight end. Stumbled to the ground. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Moving out to the right. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Golden Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Cal. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Beavers are in the hurry-up.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Right back to the well. Might have a chance. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he's already put one 3-spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Beavers will hustle to the line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
Looking for his man in the middle. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease, he gets to the 39? Looking to pass, it's Murphy. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. The Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They want to throw it. Big fella moving, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And that's a great idea, man. Keep finding the big fella. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's been really the bright spot for this offense, Jesse. I would continue to find ways. If I'm going to get back in it, I think it's got to go through him.
I think you're right, David. And as a defense, you've got to know now, this is the guy they're looking for. He's hurt us often. We play man, we play zone, linebackers or safeties. Who's ever covering him, we've got to find a way now to get him bracketed so they stop throwing his way.
And he makes the catch. It's a deuce. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to... And it's sucked out! How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns. And
Running free! And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Golden Bears will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. The Beavers using their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. The give. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
this one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action. Bringing the heat. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Going deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate.
He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to...
Upstairs, he's got it. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Murphy. Hauls it in. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He'll pull it down and run. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Beavers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Beavers! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
The Golden Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Caught. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was